My name is Rohit Singh and welcome to my channel DevOps Mela. Today we'll talk about KICS and we'll see how do we integrate KICS Scan with our existing Azure DevOps IaC pipelines. Now before we jump on and start talking about KICS, let's talk about Checkmark. Now Checkmark is a cloud-based application security platform that helps developers identifying and fixing vulnerability in the code. Checkmarks provide various tools for scanning code, for open source dependency, and for static code analysis of IaC tools. Okay, so that was all about Checkmark. Let's jump back to KICS because we are focusing on KICS today, and let's see what exactly is KICS. So KICS stands for Keeping Your Infrastructure as a Code Secure. It's an open source solution developed by Checkmark and the open source community for static code analysis of IaC. Now, how does KICS work? KICS will automatically parse common IaC files to detect insecure configurations. Okay, that could possibly expose your application data or service to attack. So all those insecure configuration will get scanned using KICS. KICS also will help you with security vulnerability. It will also help you with compliance issue and infrastructure misconfiguration on all these IaC solutions such as Terraform, Kubernetes, Docker, AWS CloudFormation, Ansible, and Helm. Now, why there is a need of KICS? It's because in today's world we are using IaC a lot, and using this IaC tool we are creating n number of infrastructure. While creating infrastructure, we don't introduce any security vulnerability or we don't introduce any compliance issues. Hence, scanning the infra creation is very important. Okay, that is what KICS will help you with. KICS will help you with finding any insecure configuration. It will help you with security vulnerabilities. It will help you with any infrastructure misconfiguration. So all these can be easily scanned, easily detected by KICS, and you can use KICS results and the output what KICS create for your analysis purpose. Okay, let's see how KICS gets integrated with an existing CI/CD pipeline, and then let's see how do we analyze the KICS report. Okay, let's go on to Azure DevOps and let's see the demo part of it. Okay, so for this demo, I'll come back to my existing project. I do have a project called case study. I do have a Terraform code written already, guys. So it's a very simple Terraform code, nothing much in it. It's creating a virtual network, it's creating a Linux VM, and then it's creating a storage account, and it's creating a SQL server. So very simple, straightforward code what you see right now. So, and for this code, I do have an existing pipeline too. Let me show you that pipeline. So this is my Terraform pipeline. Okay, very simple, straightforward Terraform. Installing Terraform, initializing Terraform, plan and apply. Now in order to see how KICS gets integrated, we don't need all these. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll simply go and comment this. I'll be still running the pipeline, but I don't want to create the resources. Okay. Now, how do I run the pipeline? I need to have KICS added over here, the KICS steps added over here. So one way I can go and directly add my KICS steps over here. Okay, or I can make use of templating. Okay, so if you have not seen my templating video, so please go and look into the previous video which I have created that talks about link templating. Why exactly do we use templating? So understand, guys, KICS, we will have n number of IaC pipelines, so I don't want to go and each YAML file and go and add KICS steps over there. It's very time consuming. Okay, because in future I might want to change something. Okay, so what I will do, I'll create one more repository and I'll be using link templating method, and I'll be adding my KICS task into a different repository. All the tasks will be added into a different repository as a template, and I'll call those right over here. Okay, So what I can do, let me give it a name, KICS_scan. Okay, and let me create a file and let's add all the KICS steps over here. Let's name it as kickscan.yaml. Perfect. Okay, so these are the two tasks which I want to add to my KICS. The first part is scanning your KICS, your TF config files, and creating reports in two format, JSON and serif. Serif is basically, it's a industrial standard format for the output of static analysis tools. Okay, now this is the format we'll be using to view. Okay, so we'll have a serif plugin added to our project, and using that we'll be able to view the results. Okay, only two tasks, scanning and publishing the reports or results, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's do a commit. And when we come back to a pipeline, okay, the things are already added. We have a resource block. The resource block has a repository KICS Scan which we just got created. The type is Git. This is the project name and the repository name. The reference is main. So exactly these information are added over here in the resource block. And while adding KICS, we need a container. This is a specific image is required. So this is the container which is needed. One important thing, I don't need this Terraform task, so I'm not creating any resource right now, guys. The whole purpose of this video is to show you how do we integrate KICS, and that is what we are doing. And it will get integrated. We'll go and execute the pipeline, and we'll see how KICS goes ahead and scan your existing Terraform config files, and how exactly the report gets generated, the result gets generated, and how exactly we can go and look into those results and make a decision out of it. Okay, so we already have a template. We're using a templating method, and the template is created over here. So this is for reusability. The only thing you have to do is just call that template. What is the name of the file? KICS_scan.yaml. Correct, that is the one we have created. Slash the repository name, not slash, at the repo name, KICS_scan. Okay, this is how you will be integrating. So you can have this KICS task added after the installation or before the installation, doesn't matter. So whenever the checkout happens, it will go and scan all the config files. Okay, let me view this template. This way you can view this template, and I can simply do a validate and save it. Okay, the validation looks good. The pipeline is valid. Let's save it. No Terraform. We are not creating any infrastructure. The only thing we are doing is getting the scan done and seeing the KICS result. Now, in my task, if you see, it's running right now, guys. Okay, it's running. This is the point where your scan will happen. Okay, so let's wait for a while. But before that, remember there were two reports, in two formats the reports were getting created. One in JSON and one was serif. Serif stands for Static Analysis Results Interchange Format. Now we can use a viewer, serif viewer, which can help us view the reports in the pipeline itself. Okay, how exactly we can do that? So when you go to this marketplace, browse marketplace, and you can look for serif viewer. I'll suggest you which one to go with. This is the one which you can use it, serif scan viewer. So this will help you to view your static analysis reports. Okay, so I already have it, guys. So I already have this plugin in my project, so I don't need to go and reinstall it. I just simply go back and we'll see the scan. Okay, the scan was completed. Perfect. Now, if you see, this is the place where the scan has happened, and after that we have skipped all my Terraform tasks, so no Terraform task got executed, because in order to execute my Terraform task, I need to go and create a storage account. I need to create a backend and everything, so I just don't want to waste my time. Okay, the purpose of this video is we are seeing how do we integrate KICS. Now, if you see, the KICS got executed. This is the KICS version. File scan 5, line scan, total counter 20, and these are all the queries. Okay, query name, passwords and secret, generic passwords. So these are all the suggestion, all the scanning done by KICS. Now this is in JSON format. If you remember, we had in JSON and we had it in Sheriff. So if you're good with JSON, you can go through the JSON file and you can see what are the different security measures or vulnerability or any compliance issue. You can go and look into the results. The best way is if you want to view your reports in Sheriff, the plugin what we have installed. So you can simply go back under pipelines. This is the release what we have created, and you can go and scan. So the Sheriff report will be populated over here. Now here we go. These are the reports generated. Let's see some of the reports. Let's see this one. So it's basically hard-coded secret key appears in source. So this is what got flagged. Okay, all this flagging is done. Okay, so no hard coding. Obviously we cannot hard code any secret information, sensitive information. The best way is to keep it in key vault. So all these are suggested by KICS. All these scanning was done by KICS. Okay, accordingly you can go and make changes to your config files. Okay, and these are all policy related. HTTPS does not exist. Okay, so go through the entire report and see how it can help you make your Terraform config more secure, and it's your configuration is adhering to all the compliances. Okay, so this is how you'll be integrating KICS. Again, KICS is open source, guys. It's free and it is well tested. You can, if you want to integrate this into your real-time project, you can definitely go and do it. Okay, so that's it from KICS, guys. Thank you very much and have a good day. Bye bye.